Test 1, 2, 3. Miami Valley Freeze, Troy, and Beavercreek. Good afternoon, everyone, from the Hobart Arena in Troy, Ohio, north of Dayton. My name is Kent Jacobs. Welcome once again to Beavercreek Battling Beavers hockey. Tonight, it's round one of the Miami Valley Freeze tournament, being hosted by Troy High School, the Trojans. The field this year is a varied one. It's Troy High School, Beavercreek High, a Troy team called the Bruins, which is a club team, the Springboro Panthers, and then two club teams, Toledo Whitmer. Whitmer is a high school, I beg your pardon. And then a club team is called Smoky Mountain. So that's the first time I remember the Beavers going up against a club team called Smoky Mountain. But those are the 6 teams that are going to be participating. The Beavers play Troy High School first. And then after this game, the Troy Bruins play Springboro, and Toledo Whitmer plays Smoky Mountain. The Beavers play the first game tomorrow at 9 a.m. against the Troy Bruins. And then they play the 4 o'clock afternoon game tomorrow against Toledo Whitmer. And then the 3 games on Sunday will be for 5th place, 3rd place, and 1st place, beginning at 10:30 in the morning. The Troy Trojans, they come in with a sterling record, 9-3-1. They are the defending Swashel League champions.
Good evening. We'd like to welcome the Beavercreek Beavers to the Troy Trojan home ice. We're going to start with the Beavers starting lineup. At center, number 16, Ethan Mallett. On wing,
Now they're going to just
Gordon Miller.
they're introducing the Beavers.
On D, number 6, Zach Vandenbos. And number 17, Hayden Drake. Your goalkeeper is number 37, Gabe Horseman. Coaching the Beavercreek Beavers is Greg Gutterman. Assistant is Cam Whip. And now for your Troy Trojans.
Here are the Troy Trojans.
Number 8, Captain Brady Smith.
Brady Smith, he's team captain once again this year.
Francis Knott.
There's Ian Francis Knott.
Luke Harris. At defense, number 4, Captain
Luke Harris.
Cooper Sexton.
Cooper Sexton, the Mad Dog. Andrew Condi.
The Trojans are coached by Preston Howes and his assistant, Lee Underwood.
Tristan Miramontes is the goalie.
Ladies and gentlemen, we live in the greatest country in the world with freedoms like no other. To honor America and in respect for all those who have served our country to defend the freedoms we enjoy, we ask that you please rise and face the flag for the playing of our national anthem.
Now from Hobart Arena, the playing of the national anthem. Okay, we're ready for the kickoff of the Miami Valley Freeze tournament for 2024. Hopefully we'll get some more folks here. This is a wonderful place to play and a wonderful place to watch a game. This has been a minor league hockey facility in the past. And this is the home ice of the Troy Trojans. And I can almost count the spectators on, on my hands and my feet, my fingers and toes. There's a little, there's a group of maybe a couple of 2 or 3 dozen people across the way, but then the rest of the arena is empty at this point. Hopefully, as we get deeper into the game, it is an odd starting time, 5 o'clock, so a lot of parents are probably just getting off of work, so maybe they'll start filtering in as the game wears on. So the Beavers are in their all-black uniforms, the Trojans in the white sweaters, red trunks. Beavers come in at 2 wins, 8 losses. The Trojans at 9 wins, 3 losses, 1 tie. Troy Trojans by Preston House. And the net for the Beavers is Gabe Horseman to start the game. And for Troy, it's Tristan Miramontes. Beavers commit an icing violation as they kick things off, and we'll have a face-off over in the Beavercreek zone. Ethan Malik takes the draw against Ian Francis. Knott has it. Slips it behind the Beaver net. Brady Smith, team captain. Back to Andrew Condi. His shot is wide of the Beaver net. Knott behind the net. Harris for Troy. Not looking for the puck in front, but it deflects away to the corner. Here is Luke Harris for Troy. Along these near boards now, Harris drops it to Knott, and Knott is checked into the boards by the Beavers. And the puck comes free to Condi at the left point. He holds it in there at the blue line, moves it ahead for Brady Smith. Smith, check, here come the Beavers the other way. Ethan Malik gets around Condi, but the puck rolled off of his stick. Cooper Sexton has it for the Trojans. Here comes the Mad Dog the other way. Cooper Sexton on right wing, rink-wide pass. Condi sends it off to the opposite wing corner. It's intercepted by Hayden Drake. Drake rims it around, but not out to this near side. Condi holds it in. Condi chips it in on net, and the save is made by Gabe Horseman, and Big Hoss will hold on to it. Mentioned how this Troy team is the defending Southwest Ohio High School Hockey League champions, winning the whole ball of wax last February. From the draw, Spirito of Troy sends it toward the net. It ricochets off a player right in to Big Hoss, and he'll hold on to it. Ian Francis Knott takes the draw against Haywood of Beavercreek. Puck kicks free down the ice. After it, J.P. Smith, but beating him to it is Sexton. Sexton's pass ahead for Will Barnes. Will Barnes will retreat behind his net. Sends it to Francis Knott, and his pass gets through and down the ice, and it'll be icing on Troy. .33 left in period one, no score. Liam Corrigan will take the draw for Beavercreek. He wins it, but it's picked up ahead by Will Barnes, and he sends it in on the Beavercreek net, and Horseman will hold on to it. Face off in the Beaver zone. Again, the Beavers in all black, the Trojans in their white home sweaters. From the face-off, Cooper Sexton, shot blocked. Sexton gets it back. Sexton moving in front, backhander, and Horseman turns that aside. Puck rimmed around to the near corner for Scalise of Troy. There's a shot, pad save for Horseman off the stick of Brady Smith. Smith again and team captain of these Trojans. There's a shot by Condi that's blocked. After it, Brady Smith. Smith unable to control it. Condi will hold it in, dump it behind the Beaver net. Smith couldn't control it. Beavers look to start out. There's Corrigan dumping the puck into the Troy zone. Sexton back to get it. For Smith. Over the Beaver line. He's checked. Puck cleared. Off the near boards behind the Troy net. Picked up by Carson Smith. His pass into the Beaver zone, and Hayden Drake will take over for the Beavers. Drake pass at center for Malik. Malik is ridden into the boards hard on this near side by Sexton. Puck comes in on Miramontes, and he'll grab it and then drop it off. And the Trojans reset. No score. We're 4.5 minutes into period one. Andrew Condi for Troy. Circles, goes through center ice, into the Beaver zone. Shot, and the save made by Horseman. He'll hold on to it. Teams change with a stoppage of play. Face off in the Beaver zone. Beavers carried into the Troy zone. There's a shot by Corrigan. That's a save made by Miramontes. Loose puck picked up by Matthew Haywood. A shot right on. And Miramontes the save. He'll hold on to it. Face off left wing circle of the Trojan zone. Malik against Smith. Malik wins it, but it's cleared to center. The Beavers dump it back in. Back is Sexton. Cooper Sexton, an all-star a year ago. For Scalise, his pass intercepted and dumped back in the Troy zone. Back to get it is Smith. Pass at center intercepted by the Beavers. It's carried in and stripped away by Spirito. He'll dump it in the Beaver zone. Cleared right back out. Here's Brady Smith for Troy, right in the slot in front of the Beaver net, but he has it taken away by Malik, and Malik will ice the puck the other way with 9 minutes even to go in period one, and No score. Shots looks like 6-2 in favor of Troy so far. From the draw in the Beaver zone, it's chipped into the near corner. Beavers can't clear it. It's off to the far side. Trojans hold the puck in at the blue line. Now it's cleared away to the center red line. Hayden Drake for the Beavers behind his own net. Bangs it off the far wall down into the Troy zone. It's picked up there by Sexton. He flips it high down the ice. And the puck is shot up into the seating bowl here right near us.
Down to the tunnel. That's all right. You can handle it. No souvenir for you today.
Face off in the Troy zone. Newroth a shot. Pad save by Miramontes. For the Beavers, Zach Brighting lost the handle and trying to break out for the Beavers. Ethan Malik a shot and a blocker saved by Miramontes, and it's pops over the glass. We'll have a face-off. 7:43 to go in the first period. Face off in the Trojan zone. Cleared to the center red line. Beavers dump back in. Back is Sexton. For Sentman. Ahead for Brady Smith. Couldn't catch up to it. Newroth steals it away for Beavercreek. Here's a shot by Chase Newroth, and it's wide of the Trojan net. And then the puck out of play, and we'll have a face-off in the Trojan zone. So Beavers, the early game tomorrow. Troy Bruins, which is a club team. Face off. Won by Corrigan, back to Drake at center. His pass ahead is knocked down by Carson Smith. It's picked up by Ian Francis Knott. Back to Sexton. At center, pass intercepted by Corrigan, and then he's bowled over. The Mad Dog knocks over two players, one of puck carried in the Beaver zone by Will Barnes. Barnes looking for Knott in front, but intercepting the centering pass is Big Hoss, and Gabe will hold on to it. 6:21 to go in the first. 6:21. Nothing from the face-off. Sexton fakes a shot. Sends it to the right wing circle for Luke Harris. Harris centers, and they score! Luke Harris threw it toward the net from the side of the cage, and I don't know, it deflected in. We'll see if they should announce the goals and the assists, but that makes it 1-0 for the Harris from Sexton, 1-0 Troy. Another shot from the face-off by Luke Harris is wide of the Beaver net. Puck shot in from neutral ice, steered aside by Horseman. That was on goal. Here's Cooper Sexton from the center red line over the Beaver blue line. Comes to center ice. It's picked up by the Brady Smith. Brady Smith, a shot toward the Beaver net, is wide. Puck off the near boards now. Sexton holds it in. Sexton checked along this near wall. Checked by Haywood. Sexton comes away with it. And he tries to center it, intended for Will Barnes, but it's behind him. 1-0 Troy. They're in the white sweaters. Here's Ian Francis Knott, gets the puck from netminder Miramontes. Puck stolen right and sent in front, but it was behind Drake, the pass. And the Beavers take over in their own zone. There's a big hit by Sexton, the Mad Dog, as he takes down Smith. Sexton is he's a one-man wrecking crew out there. There's a puck shot toward the Beaver net. I think it was intended for Knott, but too far ahead of him. He couldn't get a tip on it. Puck centered, and that was for Barnes. And his tip was wide. 4 minutes to go in the period. 1-0 Troy in the white sweater. Sexton shot from the left point, and the save made by Horseman. And Big Gabe will hold on to it. We'll see what Coach Gutterman's strategy is for the goalies this weekend. He's been just splitting the games between Horseman and Talon Patterson. So we'll see if he does that or if he just has one play one game and one play the next game. We'll find out. Luke Harris over the Beaver line to Brady Smith. Brady Smith checked off the puck in the corner. Trojans still have it, but now it's cleared to center. Back to get it, Andrew Condi. Condi for Sentman. Brayson Sentman, or correction, Carson Sentman. Pass at center. Now here's Sentman over the Beaver line, a shot and the save made by Horseman. Carson Sentman, that's Sentman. Shots favoring Troy 11-4 at this stage of the game. Face off in the Beaver zone. Puck intercepted, shot, and it's high and wide. That shot was taken by Ian Francis Knott. That's a hyphenated name. Cooper Sexton holds the puck in, moves in straight up the gut, and the save, pad save by Horseman. All right, that was a big move by Sexton right up the slot between the face-off circles, and the big Haas was able to. There's a trip. There should have been a trip on Condi, but it doesn't look like there's anything called. Here's a shot by the Beavers. They score! From right in front, that is Zach Brighting. Well, it looked like the officials missed a tripping call, but that's immaterial at this point. Zach Brighting is third of the season unofficially. And that ties the game. He found the puck right in the slot in front of the Troy net.
His goal comes by number 4, Zach Breeding. That comes from number 2, Wes Breeding.
So it's a brother act. It's Zach from Wes, the Brighting brothers, hook up on a goal. I wonder if that's ever happened before. Now for the Beavers, carrying back is Curve Miller. Dumping in, it's emptied right back out and dumped right back in. Sexton's pass intercepted by Malik, a shot. Save made by Miramontes. From the rebound, puck behind the Troy net. Several players prodding for it. It kicks free to the Trojans. And that is Luke Harris the other way. Harris for Brady Smith. Behind the net. Smith back for Spirito, and there's a whistle. Guess the puck popped out of play briefly. A minute and a half left in the period. It's 1-1 the score. Shots favoring Troy.
A Beavercreek penalty goes to number 6. 2 minutes for hooking. That's 2 minutes for hooking.
So Zach Vandenboss goes in for hooking. First penalty of the game. Here's Sexton, a shot. Trojans on a power play, was kicked out by Horseman and cleared away. Sexton back to get it. Gets past Smith, drops it off for Carson Smith, dumps it in behind the Beaver net. Back to the left point, Harris. Right point, Sexton. Or check that, Brady Smith, and he's bumped off the puck and it's cleared away. Miramontes sets it up for Harris. Pass intercepted by Haywood, and then Haywood ridden into the boards down to the ice on the far side. Here come the Trojans back the other way with a one-man advantage. And the Beavers are able to clear the puck back into the Troy zone. Back to get it is Brady Smith. Pass at center off the stick of Sexton. Sexton centers the puck, but it's intercepted by Horseman as the buzzer sounds the end of the first period. So the Trojans have dominated the time of possession. They've dominated the time in the attacking zone, and they have dominated shots on goal 12-7, but the Beavers have tied the game up, and after one, we're all knotted at 1 apiece. The one goal by the Trojans was Luke Harris, assisted by Cooper Sexton, and the Beavercreek goal, Zach Brighting, assisted by Wes Brighting. Started the second period. The Trojans on a power play for another 39 seconds. Puck is dropped. Again, we emanate from Hobart Arena in Troy. Kent Jacobs with you, along with our producer engineer today is Craig Newraw. Here's a shot, and a short-handed shot is high and wide for the Beavers. Puck shot in the Beaver zone, a pad save made by Horseman. Brady Smith, shot, stick save. Rebound still live. Moving in to fake a shot was Sexton, and he gets bumped off the puck as he moves in. Malik has it stripped from behind by Harris. Penalty's been killed off. We were back to full strength on both sides. Here comes Chase Newroth, checked by Carson Smith. Cooper Sexton gets past Haywood, but Haywood was able to push him off the puck. It's loose along the far boards. And it's cleared to center off a stick. Back to get it is Sexton. And there's a whistle. Puck was hit with a high stick, and we'll have a face-off. So next game is the Troy Bruins club team against the Springboro High School Panthers. And then the late game at 9 o'clock, Toledo Whitmer against Smoky Mountain. Whitmer's a high school, isn't it, Craig? Is they are? Oh, okay. There's a shot and stick save by Horseman. Where did Smoky Mountain come from? Okay. Face off in the Beaver zone, and it's tipped wide of the Beavercreek net. And cleared away. Back is Andrew Condi. Condi being shadowed by Matt Haywood. Condi backhands it to center to Will Barnes. Barnes give and go is off a stick right back to him. And his attempt to dump it in the Beaver zone is knocked back into the Troy end of the ring. Carson Smith couldn't control it. Here's Will Barnes. Barnes from the blue line dumps it in the corner. Beavers can't clear it. It's held in by Sexton. A shot right on. And dropping down in the butterfly stance to stop that one is Big Haas. 12:08 to go in the second. It's 1-1. From the draw, a shot blocked in front. Sexton again. Chips it for Brady Smith, and he picks it up. Smith moving right in front, and a shot. He backhands it wide. Here's Sexton. Right wing circle shot, and it's saved by Horse. Another shot pad save. Trojans trying to put some pressure on the Beaver net. Perry Switzer wrestling around in front of the Beaver net with Hayden Drake as they haggle for positioning. Here's shotgun Drake from behind his own net, flips it to center. There's a pass right up the gut for Beavers will dump it in behind the Troy cage. Back is Sexton. Beavers change on the fly. There's Switzer for Smith. Drops it back to the point, but unable to hold it in is in the Beaver zone. I don't know if it's our vantage point, but this rink almost seems a little small to me. There's a shot, and it's wide of the Trojan net. Corrigan centers, but it's intercepted by Anthony Spirito. He can't get it out, however. Now it's iced the other way by the Trojans. Troy opened the scoring. It was Luke Harris assisted by Cooper Sexton. The Beavers, Brighting brothers, answered a little while later. Zach scoring, assisted by Wes. Here's a shot from the draw on the save made by Miramontes. Tristan Miramontes, that's Miramontes. Puck dropped. Here comes Carson Smith into the Beaver zone. Right wing shot. Save made by Big Haas, and he'll hold on to it. Face off right wing circle now. It's Ian Francis Knott wins the draw to Sexton. His shot, stick save by Horseman. Rebound loose along the far corner. Puck is cleared down the ice. Trojans come up with it, however. There's Condi. Dumps it in the Beaver zone. Condi steals the puck behind the Beaver net. Centers to Knott, and it's deflected away. Another centering pass, not a shot, blocked from right in front of the net. Here's Will Barnes. A drive toward the Beaver cage is wide. Haywood trying to rim it around to the far corner. Puck centered again. It's tipped wide of the Beaver net by Barnes. Will Barnes, opposite wing corner for Carson Smith. Now here's Condi, center point. Flips it in front. Pad save, rebound save, rebound save. And now Horseman will cover it. And 3 consecutive shots. Stand tall. To go. And I say that, no pun intended. Big Haas stands tall. He is 6'5" or 6'6", so he's 7 feet tall in those skates. Puck loose in the Beaver zone. Still just 1-1. Here's Curve Miller, but he lost an edge and goes down at center. Picking it up is Luke Harris. Over the Beaver line, poke checked away. Here's Brady Smith. Stops in the corner. Drops it back to the point, but nobody home. It goes all the way down into the Troy zone. No icing. Spirito back to get it. Spirito being harassed from behind. Puck into the Beavercreek zone. Cooper Sexton moves in from the blue line, trying to walk in front, but his pass over to Brady Smith on the right wing is off his stick. Shot from the left point is off to the corner. Sexton centers. It's dropped back to the point, and there's a shot by Luke Harris, and it's blocked. Sexton right wing boards. Cuts behind the net. He stopped there. Here's a blast by Brady Smith. Pad save. Puck centered again, and breaking that up is Curve Miller, and he'll clear it down the ice. On net, save made by Miramontes. We're past the midway point of the game now, 1-1. I'm sure Coach Gutterman and his staff are very pleased, at least with the position the Beavers are in at this point, being tied up. Shots favoring Troy, 20, it looks like 27-9. Wow. Well, Horseman has been a stalwart in net so far. Here is Matt Haywood. Haywood, he's checked down to the ice by Francis Knott. Loose puck, Brighting clears it in on goal. Save made by Miramontes. And big Perry Switzer unable to clear it. Now here is Will Barnes over the Beaver line. He's going to pull the trigger. Pad save, rebound, and it's tipped wide. Puck centered again, and a whistle with the puck bounding in front of the crease of the Beaver net. (30-9) now shots. 6:01 left in period number 2. But we're all tied up at one apiece. Ian Francis Knott against Ethan Malik. Malik wins the faceoff, but the Trojans have it. There's a shot, save, off to the corner. Will Barnes bangs it off the far wall to Sexton. Sidesteps a check. Left wing circle shot. He scores! Cooper Sexton, the mad dog, and he'll do a little, what is it, bow and arrow thing? And for Sexton, that's his second point of the game as he assisted on their first goal, and now he scores the second.
A Trojan goal scored by number 4, Cooper Sexton. The assist comes from number 16, Carson Smith.
Carson Smith, the assist on that goal. Will Barnes a shot, and just wide. I don't know, Horseman may have gotten a piece of that with his stick. Loose puck near corner of the Beaver zone. Drake clears to center. Picked off by Sexton, he'll dump it in. Malik trying to clear, it's up ahead for Haywood. He'll dump it in and head to the bench on a line change. 2-1 for the Troy Trojans in the White Sweaters, round 1 of the Miami Valley Freeze tournament, conducted here at Hobart Arena in Troy, which is about a half hour north of Dayton. Cooper Sexton. And if there have been any chats, we'll try to catch up to those at the end of the second period. So if you sent in a chat message, we'll catch up on those again at the end of the second period. 4:24 to play in this second. Brady Smith against, it looks like Malik, or no, Corrigan. Liam Corrigan taking face-offs tonight. He's won another draw. But the Trojans have the puck. Here's Brady Smith. behind the net. Smith emerges at the center point, stops, sidesteps a check, sidesteps another one, then lost his edge and goes down. Here's Andrew Condi. He has to go back to get the puck at center for Brady Smith. Smith past Malik, poke checked away. Hayden Drake back to get it for the Beavers, trailing 2-1. Pass at center, off a stick. After it is Andrew Condi. Condi. Pass is too far behind Sexton. Stolen by Curve Miller. A centering pass for Corrigan in front. Miramontes down in front of the crease. And the Trojans get it out of harm's way. Luke Harris pass at center, intercepted by Zach Breiting. Breiting checked by Brady Smith. He dumps it in the Troy zone. Under 3 minutes to play in the period. Switzer. He's a big boy out there. He's number 21. Puck bandied around near the center red line. Picked up by Brady Smith. He'll move in. And he slams his stick down. He had a clearing on right wing, and he whistles off a wrist shot from the circle that was just wide of the near post. He thought he was going to be able to pick it just inside that near post, and he slams his stick down in frustration. He thought he had the Trojans' third goal of the game. As it is, it remains 2-1 for Troy. From the face-off, Spirito dumps it behind the Beaver net. Puck is centered for Smith. Save, rebound, and Horseman is able to keep it out. Puck is cleared from the rebound to center. Back is Will Barnes, poke checked away by Wes Breiting. Cleared on goal. Tristan Miramontes. 34-10 now, shots in favoring Troy. Down to a minute 40 to go in the period. Loose puck picked up by Ian Francis Knott, checked by Malik. Puck centered right in front of the Beaver net. Shot, pad save. And Horseman is able to cover it with Will Barnes looking for a rebound. Face off in the Beaver zone, won by the Trojans. There's a shot from the left point, is blocked. Condi holds it in behind the net. Harris looking to make a play, drops it to the left point. Sexton, shot, blocked. Sexton again, left point. Again throws it toward the net. It's off his stick to the corner. Brady Smith checked by two Beavers. Puck tips to center. Back is Condi for Troy. Pass taken away by Zach Breiting and dumped behind the Troy net. 40 seconds left in the period. Here's Will Barnes. Pass at center. Sexton over the Beaver line. Sexton. Centering pass gets through to the corner. Brady Smith has it. Smith centers, loose, shot, save Horseman, and that was Will Barnes. And Barnes is checked by Breiting as Big Hoss is able to cover the puck. Hayden Drake helping to keep the Trojans away from the rebound on that play. Down to 33 seconds left in period 2, 2-1 for Troy. They're in the white sweaters. From the face-off in the Beaver zone, it comes in on net from the draw, and Big Haas will hold on to it. Brady Smith again against, it looks like Chase Newraw. I believe, I can't hardly see because of the pillar that's right in front of me. Face off, won by Newroth. There's a shot and a pad save by Horseman. They scramble in front of the shot, and it hits the goalpost. Puck cleared, not out. 5 seconds left in the period. Backhand shot, and it's wide of the Beaver net, and that'll do it for the second period. A flurry of activity in front of the Beaver net, but Horseman is able to keep it out. Well, we have a hooking minor coming up, and I'm not sure. We'll have to see who it's on. That's the end of the second period. That's Evan Schrader for hooking. So Evan Schrader gets a hooking minor right at the end of the period. And so the Troy Trojans will have a power play as at the outset of period number 3. So after 2, it is the Troy Trojans 2 and the Beavercreek Beavers 1. We're going to step aside for messages of interest. Are you all set, Craig?
I can be.
All right, we'll be back to catch up on our chats in just a few minutes. Again, it's Troy 2, Beavercreek 1. Back in a few minutes. This is Beavercreek battling Beaver hockey.
It takes a pro to stop termites. Call Go-To Pros Pest Control for the best protection in town. Steep price increase on your current plan? Call us for a second opinion and review. No termite protection? Don't wait till you find damage. Call Go-To Pros today.
Dayton MMA Academy. Family, honor, respect. Dayton, Ohio's elite Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Self-Defense Academy. We offer classes for anyone and everyone of any skill level to be able to train and build confidence while getting in great shape. From striking to elite grappling, we're here to help you on your journey to a better life. If you're in the Dayton, Ohio area and looking for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Thai boxing, or submission grappling, or self-defense, we have an option for you. We offer private lessons and group classes. We encourage you to come try a free week of unlimited classes in our Beavercreek, Ohio Academy. Do not just take others' words for it. Come experience the best atmosphere in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu at Dayton MMA Team Renzo Gracie. We're a proud sponsor of Beavercreek varsity hockey. Go Creek! Dayton MMA Academy. Family, honor, respect. Dayton, Ohio's.
Go. Hey, hockey fans, do you feel like you're skating on thin ice with the IRS? Maybe you feel like your retirement planning is in the penalty box. Hey, I'm Curve Miller, Senior Wealth Advisor and Senior Vice President at Russell Total Wealth and Wellness, where we help good people make great decisions so they can have an amazing retirement. Now, when is the last time you took a look at the risk you're taking with your money? It could be time to sharpen your planning so you can pursue a total wealth hat trick with your retirement savings. Don't skate with your head down. Get in the game and pursue your goals with your head up. Now let's get back to the action. Go Creek Hockey!
Concerned about dealing with your players' parents? Need advice on enhancing your players' game day performance? Want to know how to run an effective practice? Finally, a concise guide to help the youth sports coach succeed with players and parents. Hustle and Have Fun is the perfect book for coaches, players, and parents across all youth sports and outdoor activities. Written by retired Air Force Brigadier General and Beavercreek head coach General Greg Gutterman, he's captured 3 decades of hockey coaching experience and put them into 7 practical recommendations for coaches of children, teen, youth, and young adult sports. From training to game day management to communicating with parents, this is your definitive blueprint for becoming an effective player-centric coach. You can do this in Coach Greg Gutterman's Hustle and Have Fun, and A Coach's Guide to Winning Over Players and Parents is your blueprint for teaching character through sports. If you lead, teach, or coach at any level, this is the perfect book for you. Hustle and Have Fun is available at Amazon.com, also BarnesandNoble.com, or at Books A Million or IndieBound. Two to one, the Troy Trojans lead the Beavercreek Beavers at the end of 2 periods of play. We do have a couple of chat messages. Our friend Nigel Gunn. Hey, Nigel, how's it going? It's nice to hear from you tonight. Nigel says, evening all. Thanks, Nigel. Nice to hear from you. Hope everything's going well with you this evening. And Michael Scott. Hey, Michael. Says he's driving down to Kentucky listening to the game. Thanks, Kent, and for all you do, and go Creek. And also thanks to our producer, Craig Newroth, and camera operator tonight is Andy Malik. From historic Hobart Arena here in Troy, and I believe this building was, I think it was built. Nice new seats, plastic seats, and they have them. You probably see it on your screen. The sections alternate between red seats and gray seats, which are, of course, the 2 colors of the Troy High School. We want to always say hello to a couple of our primary sponsors of Beavercreek Hockey, and that is Bill Daniels, our pal who is owns Dayton's Original Pizza Factory at 1101 Wayne Avenue. And Bill always feeds the team during any functions that we have or award ceremonies or whatnot. And Bill has been a great friend of Dayton area high school hockey for many years. And so we appreciate all that Bill Daniels does for us. So hello to Bill. And if you are in the Dayton, East Dayton area, you want to partake of Dayton's Original Pizza Factory award-winning pizza. They have been and placed high in numerous pizza contests over the years. So you want to get either an award-winning pizza or a grinder sub or a salad. Go see Bill Daniels at Dayton's Original Pizza Factory, 1101 Wayne Avenue. Phone number 937-224-4477. And Rhonda Shamball, she's another great friend of Dayton area hockey. Rhonda is with Iron Gate Realty. Rhonda is the leading realtor in Greene County and Beavercreek for several years now. Rhonda has over $200 million in sales of homes over the years. So if you need to buy or sell a home, you want to look up Rhonda Shamball at Iron Gate Realty. Just look her up online, Rhonda Shamball, last name Chambal. If you need to buy or sell a house, then contact Rhonda, and she will take care of you. Again, kind of a disappointing turnout. I mean, I don't want to harp on that, but it's just I look at this, and it's a crummy night outside. No question about it. It's cold and rainy and snowy. It's kind of not a nice night to be out. But I just would have expected the home crowd for Troy to. I mean, there's just a spattering of just. That's what. If I had to count, I could go around. I could count the attendance. So it's probably under 50. So kind of disappointing. Such a nice place, and this is their home rink, and what a place to be. But it is what it is. Maybe there'll be higher attendance as we get into the weekend. It is a Friday evening, right at rush hour, right at the end of the work day, so that might have something to do with it. We'll see how the attendance goes for the rest of the weekend. Well, the Zamboni has completed its rounds, and the Troy Trojans are about ready to take the ice as they emerge from the tunnel right below us. Wait to see the Beavers starting to come out. Here come the Troy Trojans. Again, they are the defending league champions and probably favored, if there is such a thing as favoring in a high school league. I would say that they're probably favored to win the league once again because they haven't had a whole lot of turnover from last year. Beavers are back out now as the two teams are out to warm up. Beavers are in the all black uniforms with the gray trim and orange trim. The Trojans white sweaters, red trunks with the gray trim. And the Beavers coached by Greg Gutterman and the Trojans by Preston House. Beavers coming into this game 2 wins, 8 losses. The Trojans 9 wins, 3 losses, 1 tie. Shots on goal, and this is an official count as it's coming off the scoreboard, is 30-10. I think that's what it says. Or is that 38? Might be 38-10. So a big advantage for the Trojans as far as shots and as far as time of possession. But the Beavers are right in there. The kind of bend, don't break philosophy I think that Coach Gutterman has right now, as we know the Beavers are undermanned at this point, and with a lot of underclassmen, and whereas you have a veteran team like Troy, they're bigger, stronger, a lot of juniors and seniors, whereas the Beavers a lot of younger players, so the philosophy is to bend, don't break. You know you're going to give up a lot of shots. You're going to give up time of possession, but it's to rely on good goaltending and also try to keep, the high danger chances from right in front of your net to a minimum. Trojans on a power play, 1-man advantage. They have the full 2 minutes to start the period, as the penalty to Evan Schrader for hooking was right at the buzzer to end the second. Here's Brady Smith. Drop pass picked up by Newroth. He'll flip it to center. Back is Sexton, being shadowed by Newroth. Sexton pass to center is intercepted by Hayden Drake, and he'll whistle it down the ice. Again, our goalkeepers, we've got Gabe Horseman for Beavercreek. There's a chance for J.P. Smith, and he had a chance for a moment, but couldn't get a shot on goal. It remains Gabe Horseman for Beavercreek and Tristan Miramontes of Troy. Both goalkeepers have played the whole game. Puck out of play. There's .7 seconds left in the power play for Troy. Face off in the Troy zone from the draw. Drake a shot, and he hammers one up high over the Troy goal. Puck ricochets back into the Beavercreek zone. Ian Francis Knott has it. Knott lost it. And there's a whistle. And a stoppage of play. Face-off will be back in the Troy zone. So Ian Francis, not a hooking penalty. Beavers on their first power play of the game. Matthew Haywood. He is flattened by the dog, the Mad Dog, and he is going to go probably for a roughing minor. Haywood is still down.
Where's the penalty?
Well, there should be a penalty on that play, or did they not call a penalty? And Haywood is hurt. I would have assumed it would have been a roughing minor on Sexton, or now Haywood is up. Is there no penalty on that play? Well, I guess not. Thought there could have been a roughing minor on that play, but nothing called. The referees rule it just a hard hit. Although the Beavers are on a power play, trailing at 2-1. Chase Newroth will take the face-off against Brady Smith. Puck is taken away by Luke Harris, and he tips it behind the Beaver net. Drake's pass for Malik off his stick at center. It's picked up by Newroth. He's bumped off the puck. Here's a chance in front for the Trojans, and they score. Beavers couldn't carry it out of their own zone, and it looks like Sexton, his second of the game, steals the puck, walks in on right wing, and he's able to flip it past Horseman for a shorthanded goal, and a 3-1 Troy lead.
A Trojan goal scored by number 4, Cooper Sexton. That goal is unassisted.
So Sexton steals the puck in the Beaver zone, and that's one of those deadly giveaways in your own zone. That's a big no-no, especially with a man advantage. And he walks in and side of the net and pops it in. Unassisted goals, and Cooper Sexton has either scored or assisted on every Troy goal. There's a shot by Drake, it's right on, and the save by Miramontes. Face-off will be in the Troy zone as there's still a half minute left in the Beaver power play. Sexton, wrist shot, blocked off a body in front wide. Here's Drake stealing the puck, right wing shot, pad save Miramontes. Rebound to the point, Newroth dumps it behind the cage. And the Trojans clear it back to the blue line. Newroth holds it in. And now it's picked up by Sexton. He just looks, and now he's going to start out. Now he'll circle his own net to kill time. And then dump it down the ice, and it's icing as the penalty's been killed off to Francis Knott. Team's at full strength, 11:07 to play in the third period. It's 3-1 for Troy. Next game coming up, and we will not be carrying it. It's Troy Bruins club team against Springboro. Later on, Toledo Whitmer against Smoky Mountain. Smoky Mountain Memories. That's a song. Who did that? It's a country song, obviously. I should know that right off the top of my head. Puck is chipped to the Beaver blue line, now dumped behind the net. There's a puck tipped right on net, and Big Hoss keeps it out. Here's Sexton dropping it to the right wing circle for Carson Smith. Rimmed off to the near side, Sexton left point. Checked by Newroth. Loose puck behind the Beaver net. Newroth back to get it. Bangs it off the far wall. Puck is centered in. The puck is shot on net by Will Barnes of Troy, and Horseman the save. From the draw, there's a shot from the right point by Anthony Scalise. That's wide to the Beaver net. Loose puck, here come the Beavers, a rush the other way. Here's Corrigan. Or check that, not Corrigan, but Vandenboss, Drew Vandenboss. Lost it. Here comes Andrew Conde into the Beaver zone. Centering pass intercepted and slipped to the blue line. Now clearing it down the ice is Evan Schrader. Trojans take back over. Sexton into the Beaver zone. Poke checked away. Now here is Luke Harris. Pass back for Brady Smith at the right defense. Near corner Harris. Harris centers a tip, and it's broken up. That tip by Anthony Scalise. Now for the Beavers is Zach Vandenboss. Trying to get it up ahead for Smith. Smith checked down to the ice by Carson Smith. Here comes Brady Smith. There are all kinds of Smiths all over the place. Shot wide. Puck caroms back to center ice. Brady Smith picks it up. One of the captains of this Troy team gets past J.P. Smith. Brady Smith cuts behind the Beaver net. He gets actually a shot off a backhander, and it's a pad save for Horseman. I think I'm just going to start calling all the Smiths by their first name. Now to 8:13 to go in the third. Troy leads at 3-1. They have the white sweaters, Beavers in the all black. Here's Ian Francis Knott behind the Beaver net. Wrap around, and a save made by Horseman. Pinning his right leg to the post. Here's another shot. Deflects off the blocker pad to the corner. Francis Knott again. Centers, it's broken up. It's picked up by Carson Smith. Shot, save, Horseman. And Gabe will swallow that one up and hold on to it. $7:42 to go on this one. Ian Francis Knott, again, that's a hyphenated name. Francis hyphen Knott, K-N-O-T-T. Here come the Beavers from the faceoff. Newroth poke checked away by Sexton, then he lost it. Beavers Newroth tried to catch up to the puck in front of the Troy net, but it's cleared by Barnes. Shot the other way at the Beaver net is wide. And then the puck is centered again, and this time that pass is intercepted by goalie Horseman, and Big Gabe will hold on to it. And the goal scorers in this one for Beavercreek, the Brighting brothers. Zach, assisted by Wes. The Troy goals, it's been Harris, assisted by Sexton. Here's Sexton, he winds up, hammers one. Stick save by Horseman. Sexton gets it back from the rebound at the left point. Rink wide pass for Harris. Center Smith. Circles right wing. Rink wide pass Sexton. He's got a pass in front for a tip. And the save made by Horseman. And the other goals by Troy, Sexton, assisted by Carson Smith, and Sexton unassisted. Here is Ethan Malik. Nice move, and tried to move in front of the Troy net, but lost his edge and goes down as he tried to move in the slot all alone. That's a tough break for the Beavers. Shots favoring Troy at this point, 45-13. Matt Haywood against Ian Francis Knott in the Troy zone from the draw. Here's Newroth, wrist shot, and it's caught with the trapping mitt of Tristan Miramontes. Andrew Condi and J.P. Smith. An exchange of a couple of pleasantries. Now they assume their positions. It's Matt Haywood against Knott. Knott wins the draw. Puck cleared to center. Zach Brighting clears it back to the Troy line. It's chipped over for Matt Haywood. He gets around Condi, or Carson Smith rather, but lost the handle. Now we've got a whistle. We're going to have an infraction, an interference minor coming up on someone. And we'll see who goes in. It's an interference minor penalty. And it's going to be Carson Smith of Troy. So both teams have had 2 penalties on the game. Here's a shot just wide of the Troy net. Beaver power play, critical that they score. 5.5 minutes to go in the third. They trail by 2. I almost wonder that if Coach Gutterman would pull Horseman so they'd have a 2-man advantage on this power play. But now what Beaver player is knocked into the wall. Now we've got a whistle, and we have an offside. Offside on Beavercreek. Doesn't look like they're going to pull Horseman. So it's 5-on-4 now. 1-man advantage for the Beavers. Here is Sexton. And he whistles the puck down the ice behind the Beaver net. Back to get it is Chase Newroth, shadowed by Brady Smith. Newroth's pass gets off the near wall back behind the Troy net. And then it's emptied out to center for Brady Smith. He cuts behind the Beaver net, short-handed. Trips and goes down. Here is a shot for Big Will Barnes, and it's blocked. Beavers need to set things up in the attacking zone. They need to take their time and set up a perimeter and try to make a play toward the net. Cooper Sexton just figure skating out there with the puck, killing time, and now he clears the puck down the ice. Beavers on a power play, trailing it 3-1. Pass for Newroth off the wall, and he is hammered to the ice by Condi. My goodness gracious. I wonder if a few of these Troy players play football in the fall. They go from football to playing hockey maybe. I don't know. But, isn't that charging when they take a several running start and hammer? I don't know. I was commenting to Craig, I thought it could have been a charging when you take 2 or 3 running steps and hit a guy. I don't think really not supposed to do that. Here is Cooper Sexton. His shot is blocked in front of the Beaver net. And Francis Knott runs into his own man. That's Sexton. The Mad Dog, he'll knock down his own guys. There's a shot by Haywood as the puck came to him right at the side of the Troy net, but Miramontes the save. There was Zach Breining trying to center the puck. It's broken up. Here come the Trojans 2-on-2. Here is Luke Harris. A centering pass, but fanning on the shot was Carson Smith. He might have had an opening for a tip at the Beaver net. There's a shot by Haywood, and he's hammered into the boards again by Mad Dog, and then he is hit by J.P. Smith. And now a Beaver hammered into the boards on the other side. Things getting a little chippy. That was Malik rather. That was Ethan Malik. Here come the Beavers up the gut. Here comes Shotgun Drake. He gets past Spirito and shoots one wide of the Troy net. Malik flips one toward the net. That's blocked. Under 2 minutes to play in the game now. 3-1 for the Trojans. They have outshot the Beavers 47-15. Here's Sexton. Gets around Calander. Sexton looking to pass at center, and now we've got a penalty. And is it on? Who is it on? Is it on Sexton? Mad Dog is going to go to the box. For a rough. The Mad Dog was rough. That's a go figure. Third penalty of the game on Troy. The Beavers have had 2. There's only been one special teams goal. And there's only been one special teams goal. Now team captain Brady Smith is discussing the penalty with the officials. One special teams goal in this game. It was Troy, and it was a shorthanded goal. There haven't been any power play goals in this game. There have been one shorthanded goal, and that was earlier in this period by the young man occupying the penalty box right now, and Cooper Sexton. Timeout for Beavercreek as they're going to try to set up something to try to pull closer. They trail 3-1 with 1:33 to go. I would think that maybe the Beavers would pull the goalie Horseman and make it 6-on-4 to maximize the ability to keep the puck in the attacking zone and get shots toward the net. But we'll see. Yeah, the Beaver net is empty, so it'll be 6-on-4. And the face-off, Malik versus Smith. And there's a shot. Save Miramontes. Beavers looking to get closer on this power play. A puck centered for Kalander, but it hopped over his stick right in front. There's a shot by Malik that's wide. Puck cleared toward the Beaver net. It's wide. Chase Newroth had the puck. Now a Beaver player is knocked down. That's Drake. He wanted a penalty. 1 minute to play in the game. Here's Luke Harris behind his own net for Troy. Checked by Newroth. Newroth, or rather at center ice, has the puck. Gets it back from Drake. Here's Newroth. They have to get in the attacking zone. Here's Luke Harris. Sends the puck toward the Beaver net, and it's blocked by Newroth. Here's a puck centered for Carson Smith, but he's checked, and a puck pops over the net off his stick, and we'll have a face-off. .29 seconds to play in the game. Face-off is going to be moved outside the Beaver blue line. Horseman will stay put. The Beavers will just try to protect the net. Here is Newroth to Drake. Touch pass for Haywood, but it's behind him, and Ian Francis not picks the puck up, but Brady Smith was still in the Beaver zones. That's offside on Troy. 20 seconds to play. Face off just outside the Beaver blue line. Ian Francis couldn't control it. Now here's Andrew Condi. He'll bang the puck off the boards in the corner of his own zone. Luke Harris will shoot it toward the Beaver net, and he shot it wide, and that should have been an icing violation, but they don't call it as the buzzer sounds the end of the game. The Troy Trojans win it by a score of 3-1. As they capture the
Your Trojans have 3, Beavers at 1. Good game, boys.
the young lady who's doing the public address, she says, "Good game, boys." She did a good job. A lot of at the public address that we've heard lately, a lot of them it's been muffled and we can't understand what they say. But she spoke very clearly and could understand everything she said. So she did a real good job in this game. Let's run over to scoring. For Beavercreek, it was Zach Briding, and I unofficially have that as his 3rd goal of the season, assisted by his brother Wes Briding. So Briding from Briding and Briding sounds like a law firm. And they scored the lone Beaver goal of the game. And for the Troy Trojans, 3 goals on the game. The first goal was scored by Luke Harris, assisted by Cooper Sexton. And then the second Troy goal of the game was Cooper Sexton, assisted by Carson Smith. And the final Troy goal of the game was Cooper Sexton unassisted, and that was a short-handed goal. It was a takeaway in the Beaver zone while the Beavers had a man advantage, so Coach Gutterman not happy about that business. But that was the scoring in the game. Shots, and this is the official count, 47-16, favoring the Troy Trojans. Again, 47-16. Let's go over 3 stars, and then we will shut things down as they're getting ready for the next game here. So let's give a 3 stars. Let's give the number 3 star of the game to Zach Briding. Let's give that to Zach Briding for scoring the lone Beaver goal. We'll give him the number 3 star. The number 2 star of the game, let's give that to, let me see, look things over. I'll give that to Luke Harris for scoring the first Troy goal, and the number 1 star, as he figured in all 3 goals for the Troy Trojans, the Mad Dog, I call him, because he's a wild man out there on the ice, and that is Cooper Sexton. So, and let's give a hard hat. Let's see who we want to give the hard hat to today. Let's see here. The hard hat, I'm going to figure. Let's give it to Matthew Haywood. I'm going to give Matt Haywood the hard hat. He kind of took a beating out there today a little bit. He got knocked into the boards a couple, 2 or 3 times. He got knocked down. He was down for a few minutes there on that one play. So he was banging around out there. So we'll give Matthew Haywood our hard hat for the day. So again, the 3 stars of the game, the number 3 star from Beavercreek, Zach Briding. The number 2 star comes from Troy, and that's Luke Harris. Number 1 star of the game comes from Troy. It's Cooper Sexton. What a game for Mad Dog Sexton. 2 goals and an assist. So 3 points on the game. And of course, he did some banging around out there. It's you've been in a game when he's out there, because he likes to put the hits on out there. And the hard hat goes to Matt Haywood of the Beavers. So that'll wrap things up. Again, the final shots favoring Troy 47-16. The winning goaltender from Troy is Tristan Miramontes. Big Haas took the loss for the Beavers. Gabe Horseman. With the loss, the Beavers dropped to 2 wins and 9 losses on the season. With the win, Troy goes to 10 wins, 3 losses, and 1 tie. So, until we meet again, and that will be... Oh, I didn't check to see if we had any chats. Let me see if we have any chats before we go. Anything further. I think that's it. Do we have any more? I think that was it. We heard from Nigel and from Michael Scott. So, but thanks. Nice to hear from you guys tonight. So that'll do it until tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. My goodness gracious. And the Beavers play the Troy Bruins. Speaking on behalf of our camera operator, Andy Malik, and our producer, director tonight, it's Craig Newroth. This is Kent Jacobs reminding you again the final score tonight: the Troy Trojans 3 and the Beavercreek Beavers 1. Until tomorrow morning, we bid you good night, everyone, from Hobart Arena in Troy. Good night, everyone.